Oscar Bevis for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm here outside Peacock Gym and I'm joined by MTK's very own Michael Elliott. How are you, Michael?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good.
I've just seen you sparring in there and it's quite entertaining actually. Looks like you're hitting hard.
Yeah, I've been trying to make a few adjustments from my debut, bringing in a strength and conditioning coach to improve the power of the shots and sharpness of the shots, and I feel only a few weeks into it, it's making a difference already. To be fair.
You fought Lewis Van Poch, who's a fairly well-known journeyman on the circuit. Just assess your performance.
Yeah. So I think for a debut, I think it was perfect. As in, he's very experienced and he knows how to get the worst, obviously, and the best out of fighters. He caught me with silly shots, I think, of my own doing, to be fair, my own failings, as I was leaving areas open, and he established that, exploited that, sorry. To be fair, I thought he tired slightly to the end, but I'm quite a pressure fighter, so that is expected. But yeah, I'm just working on the mistakes that I made, to be fair.
You only get one debut, so how did it feel just getting out there, getting in the ring with everyone ringside, and you must have enjoyed it?
Yeah, to be fair, in the change rooms, I was breaking it, just because of the expectation. I didn't know, obviously, Lewis, I don't know him personally, but I know of him from, obviously, his experience as a professional and through our mutual friends, obviously, when we both served in the army. As soon as I stepped off, it was the walking. I was nervous all the way through. As soon as I stepped in the ring, the nerves gone. The nerves were gone. I felt at home. So, it was just a build up, I think, but that's expected, isn't it?
And you're out again very soon. Do you just want to tell us about the date, the opponent, and the venue?
Yeah. So I haven't got if I've got an opponent, I don't know it yet. To be fair, it's back at the York Hall, and it's on the 26th of April. So not that long away. I mean, so I want to be fighting regularly. MTK have given me that. Every 2 months it's a dream. So as long as I can get the backing and obviously the support, I'm sure that will continue.
As you said, you're with MTK. You just want to tell us why MTK?
I think it's a no-brainer. The opportunity was there, and the platform that they offer young fighters, small hall fighters, I think it's to go unnoticed. They've got the biggest opportunity for the likes of myself and my stablemates to go on to the next level. I don't think anyone can match that in the boxing industry, to be fair, not at this level. So yeah, it's a privilege, but obviously you got to do the business in the ring. So it's a no-brainer with MTK.
And we were saying that you're out soon. Are you looking to do anything different from the first time round?
Yeah, massively. To be fair, it's back to the drawing board. I think like I said, the nerves got the better of me slightly as my debut. The excitement, the build-up, everything like that. So this now, obviously for the 26th, I think we've got to step it down a little bit, calm it down, stop jumping in, just work on my defence. I was working on it there, and obviously you don't know what got marks on my nose, but I mean my defence is a lot greater than it was on the debut. So that is the main things I'm working on. It is defence.
So I just want to go back quite a while actually. Obviously, as you alluded to earlier, was how you know Lewis as well from your time serving in the army. Do you just want to tell us a little bit about that and your journey from that into boxing?
Yeah, so I was boxing originally with West Ham. I've been boxing since I was 8. It's always been a part of my life. But obviously I joined the army when I was 16, and the battalion. Initially it was a company boxing team. They didn't really know I could fight, so I joined the company boxing team, went on to battalion, and then obviously representing the army a few times. So it wasn't it was just continuing where I left up at West Ham. To be fair, getting a couple of fights under my belt. I think I had 10 fights in all, or just over 10 fights in all while serving. Obviously I got out at a break, and then obviously went into the programme. But Lewis, he served in the same regiment as myself, different battalion, but we represent the same regiment. So we've got a lot of mutual friends. So it was good having him for my debut. To be fair, it was good. It was exciting.
Saw when I went into the gym there some guys such as James Branch, Daniel Dubois, Richard Riakpour. What's it like having guys like that around in the gym and just seeing them get to work?
Yeah, it is interesting. I think it's all others as well. Obviously, Anthony Yard trains out there as well. I think they're the goal. So it's a realistic goal. So it isn't at your reach. So you train alongside these boys, and nothing's impossible if you know they're there with you. You want to get there as quick as you can. So I strive to achieve what they've achieved. To be fair, and they give me a bit more. They give me a kick up the arse, and just when times are right, they think, look, well, I think, what do you want? Do you know what I mean? You got, nothing comes easy, nothing's given to you, so you got to work for it.
And you're boxing full time?
Yeah, now
instead of working, that must be a
to
relief.
Be fair, yeah, it's a relief. Eric come back was slightly sore. I was looking to quit work before, just after my debut, and focus on it full time. But unfortunately for me, I got sacked because to be fair, my head wasn't in it. My head was in the boxing, and it wasn't going unnoticed. To be fair, yeah, it's a few weeks too early, but it was going to happen anyway. Training full time. First of all, it's a shock to the system. To be fair, my body was in absolute bits the first time, but it's whatever you can't go working full time. You can't be in this game and go work. It's not possible. I don't think it's possible for your body. And you see that on fight nights when people are getting dropped, where they're just exhausted. Where they put the work in the gym, but come fight night, their body hasn't had really time to rest, or they've not had the proper conditioning. It don't go unnoticed, and you can see that from a mile off.
So I'm going to talk about now where you think you can get to, because obviously you said you've joined the army at 16, so there wasn't that sort of massive amateur career.
No.
And because of the time you served in the army as well, that means you started in the program late. Is it sort of see where you can get, or is there a sort of ironed out plan?
Not so much. There isn't an ironed out plan. There's goals. There's goals. Obviously, the British title is the utmost goal. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is what I strive to achieve, and then you don't go anywhere further than that. But from that, you have to build up. You have to go for the area titles, English titles. Do you know what I mean? You have to, once you get the opportunity, you need to make the most of it and deliver on the night. Whether I get to that, well, I'm sure I will. I've got the dedication. I've got motivation to do it. It's just I need to be given the opportunity. And once I do, do you know what I mean? Everything else will be history.
So the British title was the end goal then?
That's the dream. I think that's the dream. Obviously, you see these fighters on the matchroom shows. They're getting it under 10 fights. No, that ain't gonna happen for me. But that once you got that, do you know what I mean? Then anyway, do you know what I mean? The world's your oyster. Then you can go anywhere with that. Do you know what I mean? It puts you onto bigger things. So that's the dream. If I get that, I'll be made.
You just spoke about the guys on these matchroom shows they'll get British title shots in under 10 fights. You saw Joshua Boatsi.
Yeah.
That was the case on Saturday night. Do you feel like you have to fight a certain style, perhaps be very entertaining to get your name out there?
I don't think it's that. I think obviously they're you can't knock them. They've done the work. Amateur ranks. So they've been there, done that. So they deserve all that. They deserve all the credit they get and the opportunities they get, because they've won title. They represented the Great Britain. So yeah, they deserve that. But I mean, you've got where I am. You've got to sell tickets. Do you know what I mean? You have to sell tickets, and no one wants to go see a boring fight. No one's going to buy a ticket to go see a boring fight and see someone punch someone out for no reason. Do you know what I mean? You want to. It needs to be entertaining. I think I've got that. To be fair, stat in my face. I think you can sort of realise that I can take a punch, but I can give one as well. So I would like to say I'm an entertaining fighter. Hopefully that shows when I fight, and hopefully it helps sell tickets as well, because that is the main thing that I've got to try and do. Obviously, these early fights is get the tickets out and get the reputation up.
So you said you can take a shot and you can give a shot. You like to go to war then?
Yeah, I don't like this touching shit. To be fair, I don't like it. It frustrates me. I'd rather go in the ring and know that someone wants it. And walk out there. You're victorious. You feel you fucking earned it. Do you know what I mean? You've earned that. You've earned that win. Instead of going there walking over someone, I feel I haven't had that. Lewis, do you know what I mean? He comes to fight, to be fair, but the last thing I want is to get people to pay money to come watch me and then just walk through someone within a round. I think that it's a con on my behalf, and I'm not about that.
So when you're looking at, or your trainer and your team are looking at fights for you, do you specifically want them to look for fighters who are going to come and are going to give it everything?
They know the way my views on things. They know that. So that I don't want walkovers at all. I'm not about that. I train night and day. The last thing I want is going to ring for a round just because someone wants a payday. I want someone to go in there and want to win. Obviously, you're gonna fight these journeymen, but I want them to give it back as much as they take it.
And you were talking about selling tickets and how, as well, it is about making money on these small hall shows. Yeah. How much of a factor is that in small hall shows for boxers like yourself?
Yeah, I think the more tickets you get, the more doors open. That's a fact. And obviously, the more tickets you sell, the more money you make. If you don't sell tickets, you end up paying money back. So that's the last thing you want, paying money to fight. But yeah, it's quite bad to say, but that's the main emphasis on small hall fights is getting the tickets out, especially these under 5 fights or whatever. You wanna build up your popularity and just sort of get as many people there as many times. You know what I mean? Like if I'm fighting every 2 months, it's quite a stress trying to get 100, 150 people, 200 people there every time. But you want to do the sport. That's what comes with it, to be fair.
For your debut, it was streamed live on IFL TV.
Yeah.
I'm presuming, I believe the next one will be too.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's a great opportunity, but it was different before because you were listed down as fighting early on the undercard, and then the times change. And is that dependent on ticket sales? Because you ended up being past the main event.
Yeah. So Lee from MTK, we obviously weighing in and stuff like that. I think a few fighters pulled out due to injury or whatever. I'm not too sure the exact reason, but it gave me an opportunity to want to fight later on in the night. Being as it's a Friday, I thought it was a no-brainer. I thought obviously the people travelling all over the place, they don't have to rush. So yeah, I thought I was going to be, I think one. I don't think I was going to be last, to be fair, but it is what it is. I can't complain. I mean, it gave me the opportunity to fight. So yeah, if that happens again, it happens again. I ain't going to complain about it at all.
And while you were fighting, I heard Dan Aziz ringside shouting, "Let's go, soldier."
Yeah,
is that to do with the military background? Or?
No, that ain't, to be fair. That's Dan Aziz. I don't even know why he says it, to be fair. I just picked it up. But yeah,
I presumed that it was something that you'd both just sort of
so obviously I've
come up with together.
It looks like that because obviously my background, but so I've just started full-time training. I think 3 weeks. I think 3-4 weeks into it. They've been doing that many months before that, and I think when time gets hard, I think they start screaming out for a bit of motivation. I've just picked up on it and sort of taken it as my own, to be fair. But yeah, it's nothing to do with me. Dan Aziz takes all credit for that.
I spoke to Dan at your pro debut.
Yeah.
Obviously, you two stable mates, you get on well, and he said also that he had been in the ring with your brother. So,
yeah.
Is it fair to say you're a bit of a fighting family?
Yeah. Boxing. We're fighting family. Yeah. I'm the only one that's gone pro, to be fair. But yeah, we're not soft people. Do you know what I mean? We're obviously from Cant, aren't we? So we ain't been wrapped up in bubble wrap. So yeah. The less I say about that, the better, to be fair.
And we'll keep it that way.
Yeah.
I just want to go back to the military days and talk a bit more about that, because that really interests me, the journey that you've made. What was it like being in the military, and what were your experiences there, and how do you think they've shaped you and potentially shaped you as a boxer?
Yes, I think the fundamental thing they give me is discipline, to be fair. I don't know when I was 16, so I was a boy, but through the training and the mental training they give you confidence, an abundance of confidence that you feel like you can take the world on, and you meet lads out there. Do you know what I mean? You meet lads that are closer than family, and they still are. Obviously on the night there was riflemen left, right, and centre. Do you know what I mean? There to support me, and they've got to be there for the next fight. The bond that you have with them is, yeah, it's more than family. It's thicker than blood. It is thicker than blood. You go through things that you wouldn't even imagine. So you've got brothers that are no longer here. Boys that are still here. Do you know what I mean? But they're not how they were. So it's, yeah, we go through the shit together. I think, and that makes you the person you are. To be fair, because when you, it is tricky to say, just because the shit we've been through and the people that have lost, it's a bit of a, to be fair, it's a sore subject, to be fair, when it comes to good friends that I've lost, and I try to sort of withdraw myself from that most of the time, but yeah, when times gets hard, that's all you can think about is certain individuals that you wish were still here, but yeah, all I can do is do what I do and sort of make sure I make them proud.
Is a transition into boxing something that you've seen from other guys that are in the army, or is it because I know there's a few boxers out there who've fought previously in the military? Is it quite a normal transition, or because I imagine the transition in general is quite hard from fighting on the front lines to coming back to normal life?
Yeah, that's the hardest thing. That's the life changer. To be fair, obviously you're out there. They don't give you no training to come out. No help. I never got no help coming out. To be fair, just got told to get on with it. That's the hardest thing to do, is to come out and then to live off your own 2 feet. I had nothing, to be fair, for good. And when I was living at my mum's again, and she was sort of bailing me out left, right, and centre. Mentally, I was in nowhere, not in a good place. And I think Brian, my coach now, obviously he taught me how to box, but if he wasn't available to train me, I think I don't even know where I'd be. He sort of obviously training brings you back down to earth, and what I know, and I've sort of just kept up with it. I trust him with everything, and his judgment on me is key. To be fair, he keeps me grounded. He does keep me grounded.
And just finally, about the military, you, on your fight shorts, your fight kit for your first fight, you had rifleman written on the band of your shorts around the back. I believe there's a story to that.
So I've got my boy's name on the front, and I've got rifleman at the back. The main reason is so I sort of, it's a bit cheesy, but there obviously thought process behind it is that I always stand behind my boy, wherever he goes. So I'm always behind him, hence him being at the front and I'm behind him. Rifleman behind me because I know that they've always got my back. So that's the reason. I've got the rifle's cap badge on my shorts as well, and that'll always be there, just because it was a major part of my life that made me the person I am now. Whether it's a good thing or bad, but it moulded me into the person I am now.
So I'm going to come away from that and just talk about your weight. You're super middleweight at the moment. Or are you looking to move up?
No, I'm going down.
Are you going down?
Yeah, I'm going down. Originally I was 98 kilo this time last year, so I've dropped I would have dropped over 4 stone, but I had too much on me. I'm not big at all, and to be super middle, these boys are coming in 12 stone plus. I'm walking about 11 stone 10. So yeah, it's super middle is not for me. Middleweight, I'm gonna go get down to that. I'm more or less there now. See how I go with that. If I can go down again, I go down again. It's just depending on what my body says to me. At the middleweight, it'd be easy for me to get down to. Ideally, obviously, championship weight, you want to go down to a little bit lighter. So we'll see how we go. Do you know what I mean? We're not rushing. It is a career. I know I started late, but we ain't rushing into things. I just want to do it steady and make sure I'm doing the right things at the right time.
And can you just tell us a bit more about, just finally, just on your training situation? You said you're trained by
Brian O'Shaughnessy. Yeah, he so as an amateur of West Ham, he taught me how to box. There's a funny story, to be fair, with him. That I was obviously when at West Ham there's a junior and there's a senior team. I was part of I was part of the novice team, so I wasn't even in with the boys. I wasn't able to fight just because of I wasn't that good at the start. To be fair, I was young. Do you know what I mean? Just wanted to go there, burn off some energy, and then I found a love for it. And Brian sort of betted me that I don't even know what it was. I think it was about press ups. I think it was. If I can't do 50 press ups, he moves me up into the senior team, or the more skilled team. So I've done that. And yeah, that's when I started fighting because of a little bet I had with Brian. But yeah, he's been with every single amateur, apart from the army, but every single amateur fight. And obviously now professional. Well, I get along with his son Dudley. We're closer than anything. Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable with anyone else apart from Brian in my corner. To be fair, he's got bags of knowledge, and everything he says, I know it's for the good. And he's a true geezer. Do you know what I mean? He wouldn't talk shit. He wouldn't just bullshit anyone. He's honest, and that's what I've got trust for him. That's what I need. That's why I need trust in that, especially when you're in the ring. Shit as the fan, you need that. You need someone that you can trust and rely on, and he's that geezer.
Michael. Well, we've hit 22 minutes. That's quite a.
Fucking hell.
I know it's gone pretty quickly, but
Yeah.
it's quite a time. So gonna leave it here. But thank you for speaking to IFL TV.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll catch up with you after your second fight at York Hall.
Yeah, lovely.